Hey there. So today I wanted to cover a Sam Adams tap. I may have covered this in a previous video, but I don't believe that I did a proper feature on this tap handle. There were a couple of things that I wanted to touch on with this, and with this particular tap handle, I actually don't have a ferrule attached to it. So the ferrule is the little adapter that comes on the end with some of the tap handles. So sometimes the way that it's threaded will be via an insert that goes in here. Other times it'll have the hanger bolt, which is what we're seeing here, and that'll have a ferrule on there. And one of the reasons why I wanted to mention this is because there's going to be certain times where on listings you'll see a little portion coming out like this. Typically, when you do see it with just a portion like that, that means that there's a part that's missing, and that means that it's normally missing the ferrule. There can be other things that are going on there, but generally that's going to be the case. So if you're ever out looking around at tap handles or anything like that, just keep that in mind, because that's going to be a little bit of a red flag for a couple of reasons. So first of all, that means that if you want to use it on any regular taps, or if you want to display it, it's going to be harder because you won't have the correct adapter there. But another thing to keep in mind is that if they're listing it as a complete item, so if you see it in a store and it's listed as a complete item, or if you're seeing it on eBay and it's listed as a complete item, then that means that the person you're buying it from may not have actually checked the condition of the tap handle. So just keep that in mind as a little bit of a red flag. If it is something where you're buying it from a Goodwill store or something like that, getting a bunch of tap handles, then is going to be something where you wouldn't necessarily expect them to check that. And so it's less of kind of an issue. If you do ever get taps that are missing that, you can actually buy those as separate items. However, it is something where you'll want to check out the threading with that, because with this one should be the 518/16 or 516/18 threading. I always get that wrong. And then you'll have other ones that are the 3/8/16. And there's also a couple of other ones that are used for the hanger bolts. So you just want to keep that in mind, that you do want to check the threading. So I do like this tap handle, so I did want to talk about this tap handle a little bit. So this is one of the vintage Sam Adams tap handles. One of the things you'll notice about a lot of the Sam Adams tap handles is a number of them actually use a three-sided design. And that's kind of playing into the three-cornered hat thing that they do, and so that is something that's worth noting. You'll also notice, obviously, with this one, we've got a couple of the stickers that have a little bit of a raised portion. That's one of those things where with some of the older tap handles, then they may have not had as much quality control with that. But also on top of that, sometimes just with older tap handles, there's going to be things that'll happen to the wood and stuff like that. I do still enjoy this tap handle. It's just a good solid one. I do like any of the ones that have a good handle type feel with any decorative element. I do prefer the ones with the oval topper just a little bit more, just because that's a little bit more iconic for me. But I hope that you guys enjoy this, and if you guys do have any questions or anything that I can answer for you, definitely hit me up on any of my channels. Have a good one. Bye.